Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here bringing y'all my afternoon jam session, man. I got my guy, Hot Rod Zowacky, man, coming to y'all on the show today. How you doing today, Rod?
Doing good, doing good. Off to a good start. Nice 1-0 in the opinion. Can't complain. So let's keep it rolling. Let's get some more winners for these fine folks.
Yes, sir. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. We got two games already in action. The Bucks and the Nets and Hawks game just kicked off. We got 15 minutes till that Chicago Bulls Wizards game, so I guess we can see how we feeling on that one. Me earlier this morning, I was leaning Wizards. I told y'all I'm pretty much fading the Chicago Bulls team for the rest of the season. So I lean right now Wizards plus the 5.5. What about you, Rod?
And for me, when I look at this one, I'm going to lean the under in this one. I think the total's just a tad too high. I think both teams play a little bit of defense, and we get ourselves an under in this one.
I mean, I couldn't talk you off that. The Bulls, they're not really playing their best basketball right now. They've only won one of their last 7 games. It's not like we've seen them come out here with high scoring outputs other than their last one. But that was more so to Brooklyn not showing up. Other than that, Chicago hasn't really been scoring. I go look at Washington. They're pretty much in that same span, that 115 span. So I could possibly see this one falling under the total as well. Like I said, I like the Wizards plus the points in this one. Fading Chicago is one of my favorite things to do, and I think I think this team should have blown it up at the All-Star break, and I think this is probably the last we'll see of this team after the season. I think they do blow it up then, so I don't even think they make the playoffs, to be honest. The Chicago Bulls team.
Yeah, I believe you. I'm with you. I don't think the Chicago Bulls make the playoffs either. Not good.
Yeah, not good, not good, not good. Our next one, man, we're coming here to Dallas, man, where I am, man. We got the Lakers coming into town. My Mavs, the line's moved up to 4.5 in this one. How you feel about this one?
And for me, in this one, I'm going to go with the home team here. I think as much as we've seen Dallas not cover spreads this season, I think this is a spot where that the Dallas team steps up and they get us a nice win. I think they win by 10 plus here today. I do. I love Dallas in this spot. Good place for Dallas to back your home team. And I'm not even a homer. I'm up in Alberta, but I'm going to go with Dallas in this one.
For sure. I mean, I like them a lot here in this one as well. They haven't been a money-making team all season. I will say that. They were, for majority of the season, the worst cover team in the NBA. They're now, I think, 29th. Miami is the worst cover team. Y'all know we've been fading Miami up every opportunity we get. But Dallas, man, I really believe we're about to go on a second half tear. It was going to take a second for Luka and Kyrie to get some chemistry going. They went over the All-Star break. I liked it. I seen the cohesiveness they had there. And then they came right out of the All-Star break and hammered the Spurs. Not only beat the Spurs and not only covered, but hammered them. A wire-to-wire beat down. The Lakers, we will be able to bet the Lakers this season. Moving forward, I do think the Lakers mess around, make the playoffs. I like the additions that they got, but it looks like no D'Angelo Russell today. So you're going to have Schroeder in that backcourt. He can't guard. I just think Dallas is going to be too much for them. Dallas has already beat them twice this season, 124, 115 on Christmas Day. And then we beat them in overtime in Los Angeles, 119, 115. I don't think much has changed. If anything, Dallas has gotten better. Lakers got slightly better. Dallas got a lot better. I'm laying the points here in this one with my Mavs. That's how I feel about that one. Our next one, this is an interesting one here. We got your Canada team. We got the Raptors. They're on the road facing the Cleveland, who's on a 3-game losing streak. Raptors playing pretty good basketball right now. This line's on the move as well. Let's keep going up. I think this morning on the gym session, it might have been at like 6 or 6.5. We're now at 7.5. How you feel about this one?
Right, and I think we get more points with it. So I'm gonna take the Raptors here. Maybe call me a little bit little hometown homer here, but Raptors. You look even Raptors in the second half of back-to-back 5-1 ATS in the second half of a back-to-back are these Raptors. And Raptors are 4-0 in the last 4 trips to Cleveland. So I'm gonna take the Raptors here plus the points. I think they can keep it with inside that number, and if they don't outright Cleveland in this one, so give me the Raptors plus the points.
I mean, the Raptors are playing better basketball. I will say that. I thought they as well should have, probably blown it up at the deadline. they're still a game under 500. The win streak, to me, in my opinion, is fool's gold. I think they haven't played anybody. They played Detroit, Orlando, and Detroit again. They had a nice win over New Orleans. I know Cleveland has lost 3 straight, but in my opinion, I think this is a get right opportunity on their home floor. Cleveland goes stupid, dummy, crazy there, man. I think they hammer this team today. To be honest, I mean, I can see this one as a 15-point win. The Raptors, just a bad spot for them. Then they probably bounce back in their next one. But for me, in this one, I like Cleveland. Um, I know it's a weird spot. I know the numbers say Raptors. Raptors are 3-0 against Cleveland this season as well. They beat them in the last one 118-107. The first one was 108-105, and the second one they beat them 188. So I see your angle there, but I think Cleveland needs a bounce back game, and on their home floor, we've seen them be dominant. So it's an interesting one there. Let's see. We can go to one of my favorite money making teams on our next one, man. I love putting my money on the Thunder Buddies, the cover buddies, the best cover team in the NBA, but they got the Red Hot Kings coming in. How you feel about that one?
Yeah, right. And the Red Hot Kings are coming to town, and I wish Thunder Buddies had Gillis had Alexander going with this one. That's a lot of points you're going to miss for OKC to try to replace with him out of the lineup. So I go with the Kings this one. They're 9-3, the last 12 versus OKC. Kings are also 3-1 the last 4 meetings. So as I said on the morning show, I lean to the under in that one, but I like the Kings. Kings is a good play and the under. So there's a double play for you on this one. I like the Kings and the under in this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So me, last night when I did the video, I thought Shy was still gonna play, and I took the Thunder Buddies. Now that I know it looks like he's still out. Looks like he's going to be out in this one. It's hard to want to take the Thunder without him, man. He's, to me, their whole team. So I am going to flip in this one. I don't do it often, but this is why we got the show. This show, late injury news. I can update y'all on how I'm feeling. And on this one, I think I am going to agree with Rod. I think I like the Kings in this one, and I like that under with you as well. As that's a lot of scoring that Shy does. He's one of the leading scorers in the league. If y'all didn't know, he's 5th. I don't think Oklahoma City has anybody else that's just going to fill in that 31 points. So I can see this one being a lower score game from this one as well, and the Kings stay hot. I keep saying the Kings are due for some regression. I know, but in that same breath, they've got some easy breaks. They got the Portland Trailblazers without Dame. I will say they fought real hard in that last one against the Clippers, man. They had every opportunity to lose that game, and they still fought hard and came back and win that one. Now they're getting the Thunder without Shy, so maybe we got to keep rolling the Kings here for a minute. But yes, I do lean there, and I like that under as well, right?
Nice.
So we can go to the next one. We got the Warriors on their home floor where they play their best basketball, man, and the Minnesota Timberwolves coming in. So, Rod, I have a nickname for Minnesota. I call them the House of Disappointment, man. It just seems
Right?
whenever, yeah, man. It just seems whenever I put my money on this team, whenever they're in a good situation where they should beat a team, they lose. And then in the situations where they're not supposed to win, where the other team seems like it's a good situation for them, those are the spots the Timberwolves like to show up. How you feel about this game?
And for me, I feel about this game is you look at the Warriors at home, and that's where they've been playing their best hoops all season long is at home, and I can't fade them here. Especially, you look at the Timberwolves, 0-5 ATS the last 5 meetings in Golden State. I mean, home team, home cooking. Gotta go with the Warriors here in this one.
I agree. I didn't play this one. I'm just going to be transparent. I stayed away from this game. I'll probably, when closer to game time, myself bet this game. I'm just going to be honest. But the reason I couldn't put it in as a premium or anything was just as the reasoning I said before. The Timberwolves, man, these are their spots. Like, I feel like these are just the spots where they show up. They lost outright to the Hornets in their last game. I had them in a money line parlay. I took the Hornets in that video and then turned around and thought the Wolves would for sure win that basketball game. They lost, silly me, the House of Disappointment. But I do have a little nervousness about them showing up today, possibly beating this Warriors team. So The Warriors for me though are the side. Seems like the right play. The Warriors go stupid, dummy crazy on their home floor. The most night and day team I've seen. Rod, this team does not win on the road, and at home they just seem to always get it done. So I do lean Warriors in this one with you as well.
I get what you get because Minnesota is a little, for some reason, following a loss. They like to bounce back. 7-1 ATS following an ATS loss out of these Timberwolves, but they haven't fared so well in Golden State. So I think we got to go with Golden State, and success continues for the Warriors at home.
For sure. In our next one, we got another Texas team, arguably the worst team in basketball, man. They only have 13 wins on the season, but they're going into Portland. They're getting 9.5. How you feel about the Rockets and Blazers game?
And remain this Rockets Blazers game. You look at the Blazers; they haven't played so well lately. 3-6-1 ATS in their last 10 games. But is this a get right spot here going against this Houston team that only 5 wins this season on the road, only 10 covers in 31 road games this season for Houston? Oof, I got to go with Portland here. I think a little bit of home cooking, and I know Portland's been struggling, but I think this is a good get right spot as Portland at home plays their best ball. 5-0 ATS the last 5 games versus teams with losing records. I think Portland comes to play and wins by 10 plus in this one.
I'm in agreement with you. On the jam session last night, I said pretty much what you just said. It's hard to want to look in Portland's direction, especially since they just lost by 20 points in their last 2 games. Well, I think, 17 and 20 to the Sacramento and Washington, and now turn around and lay 10. It's tough to do it, but if there's a spot where they should get right on their home floor, it should be this one against the awful Houston Rockets, man. The Rockets have been hammered in every game they seem to play, especially their last 3. They lost all 3 of those by combined 15-plus points. So should be a good right spot for Portland. I do lean their direction. We've already seen them hammer this Rockets team twice this season, 125, 111 the first meeting, 107-95 the second meeting. So this should be a good right spot for them. I do lean Portland in this one as well with you, Rod. And our final game of the night, we got the Clippers on the road facing the Nuggets, man, the best home team in the NBA. How you feel about this one? They've only lost 4 games there all season.
Right? And if you look at the Clippers, 0-4 ATS the last 4 meetings versus Denver. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Clippers here. I think this is a spot that this Clippers team is for real. And I think they step up. And you get more than possession with the Clippers, I'll take it. I think this comes down to who's got the ball last. I think it's going to be a great game. So I like the Clippers with the points in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's it's going to be a great game. Looks like I got to be up tonight because I'm for sure watching this one down to the wire. We've seen the Nuggets. They're up 3-0 on the season series. 114-104 the first meeting, which was in Los Angeles. 122-91 the second meeting in Denver, and 115-103 the last meeting on the 13th of January in Los Angeles. It's the last time we see them, man. I have a golden rule, Rod. There's one team I do not fade on their home floor. It's the Denver Nuggets, man. I still think as the number 1 team in the Western Conference, they're still underrated, which I don't understand. They also have the 2-time MVP on their team and likely the 3-time MVP on their team. It's kind of crazy to say that,
right?
But I got to take the Nuggets here. I think it's just I'm somebody who's been betting the Clippers recently. When Paul George and Kawhi are on the floor together, I like the way they play, but they hurt me in that last game. I had them against the Sacramento Kings, and like I said, Sacramento had every opportunity to lose that game. The Clippers had every opportunity to win and cover in that basketball game, like several times in regulation, the first overtime and the second overtime, and they just couldn't close that door, and they failed to cover and lost. Denver, man, they've looked good in their last few matchups. I know they got beat pretty handily on the road against Memphis. Memphis needed that as a get-right game. That was my best bet yesterday, but I can't fade the Nuggets on there. Yeah, I can't fade the Nuggets on their home floor. I got to roll with them here today.
I can't. It's Sunday, right? Last I checked. Yeah, Denver 1-6 ATS the last 7 on Sundays are these Nuggets. So I like the Clippers here in the spot. You look, they've fared well on the road. 4-1 ATS the last 5 on the road. 6-2 ATS the last 8 road games versus a team with a winning home record. I just like the Clippers in the spot. I think they step up and make it tough for Denver in this one if they don't outright them.
For sure.
I like definitely love the Clippers here.
For sure. The line's where it's at for a reason, and the Nuggets are on a back-to-back. So, I mean, I definitely can see a reasoning. So, that's all the games. We can cook up a parlay right quick before we get on up out of here. And you can go one, I can go one, and then we can agree on one. How's that sound?
Sounds good. So the one we don't agree on that we just went on with, I love the Clippers right there. So
you love the Clippers? You want to go Clippers?
I'm going to go with the Clippers, yeah. Clippers plus points.
Ooh, in the parlay, you want to go Clippers? Okay. I'll go. I know you don't like this one, but I like this one. Well, nah, I won't use that one. Let's go Warriors. I'll go Warriors as mine. I think they should beat the Timberwolves, man. I have no problem fading that house of disappointment. So I'll go Warriors.
And then the one we do agree on, take the under in the Sacramento game. Sacramento OKC, take that under.
Yes, sir. I can agree with you on that. I like that. No shot, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's 31 points. He averages 31 points, guys. So he goes over that all the time to average 31. He's not in there today. It should be a spot for the Red Hot Kings to continue rolling. So I like that under with you right there, Rod. So we went Clippers. I don't love that, but I'm rolling with Rod. Clippers, Warriors, and the under in the Kings. So that's going to be the 3-team parlay, man. Thank y'all for joining us. I still have premium plays up there on the site. I'm pretty sure my guy Rod does too. It's still early in the day. So check us out over there, Pickdawgz Premium. Thank y'all for joining us, man. I'll see y'all in the morning on the gym session. Rod, I'll see y'all in the morning on the morning show. And I'll do the live show tomorrow evening as well. It's me, your guy Jay Briggs, and Rod, and we're out. Peace.